We are keeping each of the families who lost a loved one in our hearts and in our prayers.
The other big headline tonight, the Central Indiana community, many of us coming together, remembering these 8 people. They were killed at the FedEx ground facility in Indianapolis 1 week ago tonight.
And this evening, there was a candlelight vigil to honor their memory. Each of their names was read aloud as community members gathered to pray. Funeral services will take place for some of the victims over the next few days. 4 of the people killed were members of the Sikh community, and as we speak, their families abroad are still trying to get to Indiana as quickly as possible to mourn their loved ones' deaths in person.
You can imagine their devastation. Fox 59's Courtney Crown in the newsroom with us right now. And Courtney, a lot of people are actually helping our grieving community in many beautiful ways.
That's exactly right, Fanchon. Between the grief, the fear, and the unknown, there are organizations stepping up. The Sikh community tells me we cannot grow numb to these mass shootings.
The pain of the FedEx shooting exposed how much support is needed to move forward.
I think what's the most tragic part is that we're seeing that these shootings, they're being normalized, but no one actually talks about the PTSD that everyone's left with. Not just the victims or their families and friends, but just the community as a whole.
4 of the 8 people we lost in the FedEx shooting are Sikh. During a vigil in Greenwood, members of Low Key Indy, who work with Sikh youth, urged people not to become numb to what's happened.
For the youth, we're hoping that we can somehow pave a path where this is not normalized anymore, and that we become a community where they grow up in a safe environment, where they feel safe going to work, going to school.
Some community members hope people will plan for what was unimaginable in Indy until April 15th.
You should plan for the worst, to where something like this does happen. Nobody's scrambling to find out, like, hey, who can we reach out to help families out?
The United Sikhs organization helps people with families abroad navigate the government, in this case, to secure emergency visas.
The challenge that families who are overseas suffer first is through language. They don't understand the process very well. The immigration law is anyway very complex. Not every information is easily available to them.
Compound that with the shock and grief of losing a family member in a mass shooting. That's why United Sikhs wants to help.
We go through the process, we understand the process, we understand what can be done both at the consulate level if we need to talk to Department of Justice or State Department in situations like these. We are willing and available to do that too.
Well, the Sikh community told me tonight they want to spread more awareness of their religion and their values, certainly outside of this mass shooting. We will have links on educational organizations available to you on fox59.com. Reporting in the newsroom tonight, Courtney Crown, Fox 59 News.